Good evening. The most important question we can ask about a person is what motivates him or her? What are the principles upon which the person builds their life? What are they willing to die for? Today, it is my honor to present the Defender of Israel Award to two persons whose lives are built on Zionism, on their love of the land and the people of Israel. Miriam Fuld is with us today to remember her husband, Ari Fuld, who earned the nickname the Lion of Israel. Ari Fuld was born in New York and made Aliyah in 1994. He defended Israel as a soldier of the IDF. He served in Lebanon and served proudly in the IDF reserves. He was an assistant director of Standing Together. He would go anywhere in any situation to bring snacks and encouragement to Israeli soldiers on assignment. Ari defended his home, community of Efrat, as the commander of the anti-terrorism first responder team. He was always on call to protect his country and to support her defenders. Ari became world famous for his work as a public speaker and on social media. His Facebook and YouTube post with on-the-spot videos and Ari's facts-based, clear arguments made the irrefutable case for the right of Jews to build and inhabit every inch of their national homeland. He took on the Israel haters, the historical revisionists, and the anti-Semites with a fierce dedication to truth. Thousands of people followed him on social media and learned how to advocate for Israel themselves. In everything Ari did, he had the loving and selfless support of Miriam and their 4 children. On September 16th, 2018, Ari was at the shopping mall at the Gush Etzion Junction. A Palestinian teenager stabbed Ari in the back and then ran toward a nearby falafel shop, threatening the waitress there. Ari ran after the assailant and shot and injured him before collapsing. Ari fought to his last breath and saved the life of the waitress. In his living and in his dying, Ari Fuld demonstrates his Zionism, his incredible dedication to his country. It is an honor to recognize Ari and to present his wife Miriam with the Defender of the Israel Award in his memory. please welcome to the stage Mrs. Miriam Fuld.
Good evening, Shavua Tov. I would like to thank the RJC and especially Mr. Steven Mizel for honoring Ari with this award. I would also like to thank David Orlin of the Steven Mizel Foundation for his endless explanations and considerations of my feelings and emotions when booking me for this event. My name is Miriam Fuld. I stand before you today as an American and an Israeli, a proud Jew, a wife, a mother, now also a mother-in-law and a grandmother. I stand before you as a widow. I would like to acknowledge my husband, Ari. If he were alive, I would not be here with you today, and he would still be out there defending the Jewish people and spreading the words of truth in the world. A little over 4 years ago, on September 16, 2018, 2 days before Yom Kippur, Ari was walking through a parking lot on his way to the supermarket when a 16-year-old Arab jumped out from between the cars and stabbed Ari in the back. The wound was lethal, but Ari, sensing danger to others, turned and started to chase his attacker, who was running towards the entrance of the mall with intent to wound and kill more. Ari managed to shoot and wound the terrorist, and only when he saw others holding the terrorist down at gunpoint and knew no one else was going to get hurt, did Ari allow himself to fall and rest. Ari's wounds were too severe. The knife had sliced into his lung and severed his artery. He had lost too much blood and died on the way to the hospital. Ari's actions are a lesson to us all. Ari died the way he lived, fighting for justice and protecting his fellow man, fighting for truth and protecting Israel. Ari was killed by a terrorist who knew nothing but hatred for Jews. He had no respect for a fellow human being. He knew nothing of the sanctity of life. Ari and I, living in Israel, raise our children to be proud Jews, proud defenders of our country and of our people, to respect others, and most important, to know that human life is sacred. We raise them to be good people, good Jews, living and loving Israel. That is Ari's true legacy, and it lives on through them. Ari constantly tried to inspire others to teach them about Israel, about the Jewish people, about our courage and our greatness. I'm not a very good public speaker. That was Ari's job. So I try to use Ari's words to spread the truth and to remember him. In one of Ari's posts in response to a terrorist attack of a stabbing of a young woman, Ari reaches out to people abroad and he says, "Our goal is simple, not allowing terrorism to win. Terrorism is not about killing people. It's about causing terror, causing fear. Stand with your people. Stand with Israel. Don't give up on us. Don't give up on yourselves. Life goes on, and we get stronger." Ari was a proud Jew, proud of his people, and proud of his country. Ari never apologized for who we are, for what we are. That is Tzionut Amitit, true Zionism. Ari served in the Israeli Defense Forces until the day he died, and he wore his uniform with pride. Ari knew what it meant to fight for something you believe in, to defend a country you love, to protect your people and your nation. Ari taught and inspired so many people, and in the 4 years since he was so brutally taken from this world, Ari has inspired even more people to take action and to fight for what they believe in. The Ari Fuld Project was established to continue the mission Ari began and never gave up trying to complete, even with his dying breath, to defend Israel and the Jewish people, to help and support IDF soldiers, and to teach others about the beauty and depths of Judaism and Israel. You can visit arifuld.org for information on ongoing projects and how to help keep Ari's legacy alive. Thank you this evening for honoring and remembering Ari. He was a true defender of Israel and the people. Am Yisrael Chai.
Thank you, Miriam. In Israel, young men and women joined the Israel Defense Forces right out of high school to fulfill their compulsory military service. They serve for 2 or more years, and then most return to civilian life and enter the IDF reserves. For a few weeks each year, these reservists must leave their families and jobs to continue protecting their homeland and its people. In his civilian life, Aviad Maskowitz works as a designer on a high-tech company and lives with his wife and 2 children on a moshav in the south of Israel. But for more than a decade, Aviad has been serving in the IDF reserves to Battalion 21. As a platoon sergeant in the combat unit, he helps lead his company and prepare the men for the challenges they face on duty as they step away from their daily routines to serve. Last January, Aviad and his men were deployed in an area in the central West Bank that had seen rising violence against Israelis. They were guarding a bus stop when a Palestinian man got out of a car at the stop and attempted to stab the soldiers. Aviad's team opened fire, neutralizing the attacker and preventing him from carrying out his murderous plans. Aviad's team acted immediately and courageously to stop an active threat and save the lives of the soldiers and civilians around him. We are pleased tonight to honor Aviad on behalf of the Reserve Battalion 21 for their courage and dedication. Please welcome to the stage Aviad Maskowitz.
Thank you, Mr. Mizel, for this honor and for shining a light on the actions of the men and women who show up for reserve duty and put themselves in the line of fire to defend Israel and all her citizens. When we show up for reserve duty and put on our uniforms, we're transformed, in a way, back to our younger selves. Our training comes back after a short refresher course. We also return to the camaraderie and the clarity of purpose of the IDF, to defend Israel's citizens and preserve peaceful life in the region. We embrace and catch up with our brothers who we have known for years and whom we've trained, bled, and defended our country together. We prepare ourselves for the coming weeks of duty by training and familiarizing ourselves with the mission at hand. Then, shortly after leaving home, we're geared up and at our posts, or on patrol. immersed in the work of defending our people. Then we receive a call from our children or a message from work, and our lives of family and civilian lives flood in. We compartmentalize this so that we can be at our highest level of alertness, because in just a matter of seconds, a terror attack can happen. And it is on us and other soldiers like us to be ready at any given moment, to make sure that we react with speed and exactness to ensure that the citizens that we are there to protect remain unharmed. I'm happy to say that we were able to achieve this last January. Our team positioned themselves in a strategic place where they were able to assess any imminent threat. As it happened, a terrorist armed with a knife attempted an attack at a bus stop, and our team acted with extreme haste to neutralize the attack. The reality of life in Israel is that attacks can happen at any time, and our citizen army must be on alert at all times, and so we are. It's our duty and our pride to defend our country. I accept this award on behalf of my team, all of Gdud 21, or Battalion 21, and all the men and women that put aside their civilian lives to continue to stand and defend our people and our land. Thank you.
It is my honor to present these awards which read, on behalf of the Republican Jewish Coalition, we proudly present this Defender of Nation Israel Award in recognition and gratitude for your courage and dedication to defending Israel and to its people. This award is funded by the Steven Mizel Foundation. Thank you.